Now, Tom Aspinall, he can, of course, knock people out, trade, and bang, but he also has grappling capability and submission capability. One of the most important UFC events of 2023 is going down tomorrow night. That's right, UFC 295. And I am going to be giving you my predictions about what is going to happen, because tomorrow night, some huge things are going to change and change the course of UFC history.
Ultimate Punching?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Ultimate Punching. I'm going to get into who I think is going to be the winner of co-main event in just a moment. But first, I want to thank you all for your support. We just hit 50 subscribers yesterday. That's not a lot to some people, but it's a lot to me. If I had 50 people subscribing and following me around everywhere, I'd probably call the cops. To support the channel even further, if you hit that subscribe button, if you smash that like button, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. I am grateful. The co-main event, we've got Sergei Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall. This has huge heavyweight implications for two reasons. Number one, of course, we have this matchup which is extremely exciting. Sergei Pavlovich is a wrecking machine who's only ever lost once in UFC history. That was way back when he first started, but since then he has been knocking everybody out inside the first round.
Just when he's hurt, good at conkers.
We've also got Tom Aspinall. Same kind of thing. People remember that he lost just recently, but the fact of the matter is that was a fluke loss where he basically kicked Curtis Blades and he hurt himself. But if you look at his history in the UFC, he also only has one loss, and every other win that he's had has been a finish, either via submission or via TKO/KO. So both of these guys are wrecking machines who finish their opponents. But who has the edge? When I first made a video about this matchup, I was going with Sergei Pavlovich. But a few things have come to my attention that I think might give Tom Aspinall the edge. One of the biggest things that Tom Aspinall has going for him is a diversity of options when it comes to his capabilities. Now, Tom Aspinall, he can, of course, knock people out, trade, and bang, but he also has grappling capability and submission capability.
And there it is, look at that, it's over.
And he has won several of his matches by submission. So to me, the big question is whether or not he can get the fight to the ground, because down there, it does seem like he would have an advantage. Perhaps Pavlovich has submission options, perhaps he has a ground game, but we've never seen it. So in my mind, this is all about where the fight takes place. If it takes place on the feet, to me, it's 50-50. Tom Aspinall, maybe a little bit quicker, maybe a little bit more athletic, who knows? But Pavlovich has dynamite in his hands and he can KO anyone. And he has KO'd everyone with the exception of that first loss inside the first round. So the other question remains, if it goes past the first round, can he go the distance? Now with Tom Aspinall, similar story. He has not made it outside the first round with one exception where he finished somebody in the first couple minutes of the second round. This is a 5-round fight. So you've got to wonder what's going to happen. If it doesn't end inside the first round, to me, it does seem like Aspinall does have a slightly better edge. But I could be wrong on this point too, because unlike Aspinall, Pavlovich has been expecting to be fighting this night for 25 minutes since 3-4 months ago when this fight got announced, whereas Aspinall is still fresh off the couch. He got the call, 2-3 weeks ago. Now he's in shape, he's training, he's doing all this stuff, but to me, fight shape is different, so Pavlovich may have an edge there. At the end of the day, odds makers have it sitting at around 50-50. It could go either way, but I think tomorrow night, we are going to see the first heavyweight champion out of England. I've changed my mind. I'm going with Tom Aspinall. What do you guys think? Who do you think's coming out on top? Is Sergei gonna knock out Tom Aspinall? Do you think Tom Aspinall gets it done tomorrow night? No matter who wins, I am so excited for this because the implications are huge for next year. This interim heavyweight championship, the winner of whom could potentially lay a claim to fight Jon Jones when he finally returns. Now, the thing here is that Jon Jones has said his last fight will be with Stipe. Both of them take off their gloves, both of them retire. However, the UFC doesn't like it when stuff like that happens. So maybe we could get a situation where Jon Jones comes back and fights the winner of Aspinall versus Pavlovich.